It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. About to get started here. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Kiara Williams. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
When she's on, Boog, she's really fun to watch. She takes the pressure off entire lineups. Typically, she doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if she settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what she's looking to do.
In now for the Reds, Tyler Fitzgerald. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through the sweeper. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, she's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the players that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Brenton Doyle stands in now and watches strike one. Williams, in her second season, just 19 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Comes up empty. And they'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. In for a strike, 0-1. De La Cruz went deep in his most recent game. Two outs, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Reds runner at first. Ciara Williams getting ready to hit. So it's game one of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to her for more success like she had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of her performance.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. She circles the bases. It's 7-0. So the streak stays alive. Her fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. She can't miss. She came out of her shoes on that one, but managed to keep her mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Game one of the National League Championship Series. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K's her third of the game. Here's the second baseman, Will Wagner. Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1.
On the ground. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now here is Tyler Stevenson. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Williams. She has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working herself out of tough situations that she finds herself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a player that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Wagner at first, one gone. Edging his zone for a strike, and the count 1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This pitcher's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind her that when things get a little rough out there, they know she'll find her way through it.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Here's Jared Kelnick. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
Swings and misses. She picks up her 5th strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Braves 7 and the Reds nothing. Game 1 of the NLCS. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Noel V. Marte. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. One down.
Batting up, the right fielder, Joey.
And now the right fielder, Joey Wiemer. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for her in this one. Back to the top of the lineup, Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit for the Reds. And that drops in for a strike.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as she gets a 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 7 and the Reds nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Williams back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, she's had a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break her rhythm. Put the bat on the ball. Maybe try to bunt for a base hit. Get her off the mound. Move her around. Step out. Do something to interrupt her timing because she's coming right after her.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, she's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. She has plenty of options right here. She can go up. She can go away. She can add velocity. She can subtract.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Two outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like she's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Braves 7 and the Reds nothing. Back at Truist Park. Now, Kiara Williams.
Kiara Williams.
And first offering is fouled off. Williams with a couple of homers in her last game. 0-1 down. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down. It's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags and will move up to third.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. On the ground to the left, Marte gets it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. In now for the Reds, Will Wagner.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Reds, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Caught him looking for the K.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. There's the strike.
0-1. Hey! 0-2 is the count.
And ball 1.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Goes down looking.
Oh, nice job right there. She struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. She doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Kelman batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Still nothing on the scoreboard for her after 5. It's the Braves 8 and the Reds nothing. Runner at second, 2 down.
Designated hitter, Kiara
Williams went deep twice in her last game. Tapped softly on the ground. in plenty of time to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And strike two.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. A big performance on the mound, lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited, you think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front. Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That one's in there. 0-2 now.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They're down 10-0. And we're back. And now Brenton Doyle. Williams back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Well, Boog, it's so important to have a well-rested bullpen in the postseason, so it really helps getting starts like this. They're in position to win game 1, and now we can expect the bullpen to be sharp for game 2.
Now batting the shortstop, Ellie.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. And that clips the inside corner.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Two down, base is empty. Here's Contreras now. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The Braves up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. You just witnessed something really special.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Will Wagner. Curveball over for a called strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
Next to hit, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch misses.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And now it's even up.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
The Reds with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 1 of the NLCS. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here.
Took that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
Kelman in the box again, takes a strike. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Marte stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Wagner, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught and missed. Struck him out. And that is that. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. It's the Braves 10 and the Reds nothing. Kiara Williams next up for the Braves. She's already homered here in this one. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. He's out. And they get her easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
We go to the 9th, and now Joey Wiemer.
Her pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind her. That's why she's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A pitcher being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if she's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, she's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that's a strike. The Braves up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly she had him fooled.
Doyle, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball,
2
1
down,
strike.
nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That one's in there, and it's 1 and 2.
She's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Got it, and that's the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. She scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with her pitch count. Got herself all the way to the finish line and finished what she started.
So singy as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
10 sip your final in this one. From Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The